Hey, Betty. Is Mr. Jameson around?
Pete, he just went in his office and he was fuming that you weren't here. Better go see him.
He was looking for me? Huh. Hi, Mr. Jameson.
What are you doing here? Get down to the sports arena, now!
Huh?
Quentin Beck has publicly challenged Spider-Man to go and prove he's for real. He's broadcasting on TV right now. I want pictures.
At the sports arena. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the event of the century? Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man we've all been waiting for. That most outrageous of conmen, the unscrupulous, the deceitful Spider-Man!
For those of you just joining us, Hollywood effects expert and Spider-Man critic Quentin Beck has issued a public challenge to the web-slinger. Bob, what do you think?
Well, Steve, it's a bold move, no doubt about it. Personally, my money's on Spider-Man.
All right, we'll have to see how it plays out. Here comes Quentin Beck now.
And now, your MC and host for this evening. You know his legendary work from such films as Cyborg Babysitter and Tears of an Alien Bounty Hunter. A man who has worked tirelessly for the entertainment of all mankind. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce that master of film magic and illusion, that expert of the unknown, the one, the only, Quentin Beck!
Thank you for coming, Spider-Man. I knew you couldn't resist.
I don't like people building a career off bad-mouthing me, Beck.
What about that newspaper man, Jameson?
JJ? He just has a knack for hiring good photographers.
Well, Spider-Man, now that you're here, let's get right to it. Your first challenge will be something you're supposedly quite good at. Rounding up criminals.
That's it. All right, whatever.
Oh, there's more to it than that. After you collect each criminal, deposit him in one of the 3 holding pits here. And by the way, you'll only get a point if you use the pit with the green light. I'll be competing against you, and there will be 3 waves of criminals. If I, with no so-called superpowers, collect more criminals than you in the allotted time, then the world will be able to see clearly what a sham you are.
I don't know what happened to make you so delusional, Beck, but bring it on.
Well, it looks like they're getting ready to start. According to the press release, the city's Department of Corrections provided the criminals Beck and Spidey will be collecting.
Right, Steve. And virtually every one of these convicted criminals is someone Spider-Man helped capture, including one celebrity criminal, Herman Schulz, a.k.a. the Shocker.
Well, it should be interesting to see how that affects the results. Oh, it looks like they're starting.
Ready,
Okay,
Spider-Man?
this is actually quite
Let's
a fun
begin.
little gimmick that they do. As he states, we need to collect more enemies than him and put them into the holes. That's quite simple.
Oh,
Make
no,
sure you
not
have
again.
the grapple by now, because if you... Well, actually, you need to have the grapple by now. It's actually one of the mandatory things on your to-do list before... Like, I think it was like chapter 3. It's quite a simple thing to do, and I do find it to be quite enjoyable. It's a fun little gimmick.
Oh, easy on me, Spidey. I don't know about your eggs, but you promised no rough stuff.
Round 3 is without a doubt my favourite, I think. I'm trying to remember what is it after... Because I think it's this and an obstacle course. I couldn't remember. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head. Oh, look at that, Beck.
Spider-Man has taken an early lead. Clearly, this is one hero who knows what it takes to control a situation.
You're right, Steve, but Beck still has plenty of time. As a wise man once said, it ain't over till it's over.
Who the hell says that? That's a horrible saying. Combo.
You're gonna pay for this, Beck.
Boink.
I'm better than you, Spider-Man, and today I'm going to prove it.
That sounds sad.
Your parents never hugged you, did they?
Alright. God damn it.
Oh, easy on me, Spidey.
Let's have a look-see, shall we? It's 15-8. I think I'm gonna win. Without question. Let's save it, let's save it. There we go.
I didn't do nothing, I swear.
Ouch, that must have hurt.
It's the last batch of inmates, and Spidey has been showing everyone how it's done. Beck is going to have to do some fancy flying if he's going to make a comeback now.
I recommend, just for the sake of it being a lot more fun, I recommend getting the multiple web string upgrade, because that means you can collect more than one enemy. You can't grapple more than one enemy, but you can tie more than one to a string, which can be quite useful if you know what you're doing. With that, combined with this, you could actually toss them all into the one if you knew how to aim it properly. Okay, sorry about that. I had to sneeze. Booyaka shaga. Bouncy. I can fly. Oh, look at my 2D audience that haven't been rendered.
You know, if the cool kids beat you up in school, you're really taking it out on the wrong guy.
He's got a point. Give me. Give me. Goodbye. Whoop. Oh, hell no. What the hell was that? Oh well. I win! I win! Could I possibly grab him before he gets dropped in? No, that would have been funny if I could. Oh well, I win.
That's all of them. How about it, Beck?
You're very clever, Spider-Man. You obviously have more tricks up your sleeve than I expected. Still, this last challenge will prove who is the better man once and for all.
Is that what this is really about, Beck? Proving that you're better than I am?
I don't have to answer that. You're the one being tested here, not me.
Whoa. Sounds like I hit a nerve.
This is our last challenge, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen how cleverly Spider-Man can maintain his illusion of heroism, but now, all his supposed skills and abilities will be put to the ultimate test in a one-on-one challenge against me. Here are the rules, Spider-Man. I have built an obstacle course. You will start here. All you have to do is reach the end of the course, hitting these switches along the way. I, meanwhile, will be manning an electric cannon. If I see you, you can be sure I'm gonna hit you with the cannon. Don't worry, the cannon is non-lethal, but once I hit you 3 times, the contest is over and I win.
That cannon doesn't sound too great, but if I back out now, I'll never live it down. Let's get this over with.
Well, I don't know about you, Bob, but from where I sit, things don't seem to be going so well for Quentin Beck.
I agree, Steve. He's going to have to do some pretty fancy shooting here if he wants anyone to take his claim seriously. All right, now that you're in position, let's begin.
That's right, we only have 3... We only have 3 hits before we have to call it game over. But that shouldn't happen. It's us, for God's sake. We're Spider-Man. We're cooler than cool.
Come out, wherever you are.
Do, 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 do. Goddamn elevator, takes forever. Stupid technology doesn't even... Oh crap. Can he see me from here? Realistically, he should have been able to see me, but no. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, god damn it, that's happened twice now. Oh well, still made it anyway. Alright, that was simple. Could this be any harder? This is the easiest mission I've ever done. I do enjoy this though, this is a nice little theme, I suppose.
I know you won't, but what if
The audience isn't real. Beck is the real phony here.
Is there really no audience? Or are they just taking the mick of the fact that everyone is 2D rendered? Screw the challenge, you just cross the... Was there really any point to this back wall? If that is what your challenge is supposed to be. Silly. Let's go! If I'm not mistaken, nope, still 2 more challenges. Here's an actual challenge, I suppose. As you can see, the walls will alternate, and if I flip over, I'm screwed.
I couldn't possibly do that.
I suppose that's the most challenging I've got so far. I wonder how much this can you actually hear echoing. I hope it's not that much, because I've been doing this for the past 2 hours now. And I'm going to be pretty annoyed if you've been able to hear the back. Is that my phone going off? Okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh god. It doesn't even let you go on the other side of these things, so, and by that I mean on the edges, so just keep pushing forwards, I suppose. There's nothing stopping you from flipping over the side. Okay, here's where the actual challenge is.
Wow, very rigid.
Oh god. Boop. Boop. Okay, I take it back. I'm done.
And as for you, Beck, stick with the movies. It's obvious reality is way too much for you to handle.
How could he? It isn't fair. He doesn't deserve the spotlight. It just isn't fair. Oh, he can't win. He won't win. That smug bug. Let's see how he likes it when I turn this cannon to maximum power. Oh. What? The laser is overheating? Oh, stupid machine! Work! Work! Come on, work!
Problems with your laser, Beck? I hear there are pills for that now.
A penis joke.
This was too easy, Beck. I guess I should thank you, though. I really needed some good press for a change. See ya.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair. He shouldn't have won. All the work. The obstacle course. Yes, the obstacle course was good. Oh, the electric cannon. The electric cannon. Why? Why?
Hey, Beck, what was it like competing with Spider-Man? Is there anything that guy can't do?
Beck! Beck, what does this do to your theories about the web slinger? Are you ready to admit you were wrong?
Poor guy. He was just trying to tell Spider-Man he's wrong. But oh well.
Hopefully that's the last I'll hear from Beck.
More hint markers?
If you're ever feeling a little overwhelmed by all the controls, well, quit. Now, I'm kidding. Take a look at the pause menu. There's a diagram of all the controls. Once you look at that, I'm sure you'll be ready to take on the world.
Keep away from me!
You know those big blue discs floating all over the place in the city? Those are called challenge markers. Activating a challenge marker will start a challenge course. You have to complete the course in a set time, and there may be other conditions. Aha, it's tricky. Challenges are rated on their difficulty, and you may not be able to complete some of them without upgrading your sorry butt. Now, if you have an enemy web-tied and you pull back while you're tying, he'll come flying right at you. Now that's the hallmark of a lazy superhero. Why go to him when you can bring him to you, right? If you're sprinting when you charge jump, you'll cover a lot more distance than if you're just running. It's kind of obvious, really. I mean, you're moving faster, right? Press the sprint button while you're running. Guess what? You'll start sprinting. You're Spider-Man, so running's a little gimpy, if you know what I mean. But if you gotta run, you might as well run really fast, right? Only thing is, you won't turn that great, so it's not good for tight corridors and things like that unless you like slamming into walls. I mean, hey, that's your own business. Okay, here's a hint for you. You can use a charged jump while you're stopped on a building to jump across from one building to a different building across the street. I don't know how useful that is, but you might find it handy.